Relax the shoulders, length of the back of the neck. So we don't want the chin lifting up. So if you have got the chin lifting up, grab a cushion and put it underneath the head. Find pelvic floor, find TVA. Perhaps just place hands here on hips, and we're going to focus on these hips, pelvis. Try and keep it still as one knee drops to the side. We did do this one last week, but I think it's a good one for pelvic stability. And then recenter, go to the other side. So alternating knee drops. And it's a really kind of soft way of just getting a groin inner thigh stretch. Try not to hold the breath, so breathing out as if you want, you can breathe out as you lower the knee. Breathe in center. Now just see what's happening with the lower back. So is the lower back imprinting evenly as you drop your knee? Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your jaw relaxed? Because obviously you're concentrating here. Then when you drop one knee, what happens to the other knee? The spare knee, I call it. How many knees have you got? Try and keep the spare knee pointing up towards the ceiling. So option, if you've got your weights, you could put in a chest press here. So I'm going to grab them. So you've got both arms dropping, one knee dropping, which is a little bit confusing for the brain at first. So if you've got that lower back imprinting, you put that stability in there, that pelvic stability, you're working with the core. One knee drops down, other knee points to the ceiling, but both arms drop for your chest stretch, chest press. Length at the back of the neck, so your chin's not pointing up to the ceiling, you've got the length there. So now we can try opposite knee to opposite arm drop, and then recenter. Notice what happens in the lower back. Does it tilt or wiggle at that point? Does the other knee drop? See if you can keep it all centered in that middle, nice and controlled and stable in the middle. Just 2 more. Then just lift the arms up to the ceiling. If you get tired, you can put your weights down. Extend one leg up to the ceiling. And then small circles. The size of a melon, something like that. Nice and slow. So breathing in, breathing out. Same focus. We're keeping the hips still. We're staying stable, strong in the middle. The lower back imprints. Other way around. And think about the spare knee here. The number 1 spare knee. Try and keep that pointing up to the ceiling. It's not spiraling or moving with this leg. Imprint shoulder blades down. So you know that exercise I've given you before where you twist the wrist, you lift up the arms, and then you imprint shoulder blades down. Just imprint them with the weights. Don't lift, just imprint. We'll swap legs. So extend the other leg, push away at the back of the knees so we get a nice straight leg, and then you can work with a pointed toe if you choose. Same focus here, lower back imprinting, core engaging, spare knee still, shoulders imprinting, chin pointing down towards chest or pointing towards the legs at least. Other way around. Keeping that focus there in the center. Try not to go too fast with these circles. Release, place the weights down either side. Walk the feet in so you can touch your heels. Go back to that pelvic tilt. Treat it like a massage for the lower back, and maybe also release there. You might find your hip flexors get a bit of a release. Then we'll go into our shoulder bridge. So next time you tilt, lift up the hips. Chin goes towards chest. You get this great release at the back of the neck. Both arms up and over. Progressions, if you want, extend one leg, squeeze in the glutes. Then work at alternating the arms through. And see if you can keep nice and still here. Keep squeezing the glutes. Just 3 times swap these arms over. Keep the hips lifted, glutes firing. And then we'll switch legs. Keep the feet hip width. And again, work with those alternating arms, reaching overhead, right through the fingertips. Try not to let the shoulders wiggle. One more, and then we'll do a nice slow roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug knees into chest. A little bit of a rock or a circle here for a bit of a release. Other way around. So let's go with our 5 sets. So it's 4 toe taps, 8-second pulse, and then an 8-second hold. I'll put progressions in if you want. I'm going to start on beginner's layer. Sometimes think that first layer is super good to get the precision, get the control in the center. So pelvic floor, TVA in. Imprinting lower back, shoulders relaxed, palms up. 4 toe taps, lift one leg up to tabletop. 4, and lower. And 3, try not to let those hips tilt as you lift and lower. 2, and 1, lift head and shoulders, or hands just behind ears. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, stay strong in the wrists, strong in the forearms, pulsing from the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide hands towards knees. Just a little bit of a movement from the rib cage down to hips. Or you can be in this position supporting the neck. 8, 7, 6, hold. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, and then a slow release. Progressions, tabletops. Imprint lower back down, shoulders relaxed. 4 toe taps. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift head and shoulders, pulse. 8, 7, 6, tummy still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straighten legs, reach, ribs to hips, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. 3 sets to go, progressions if you want. 4 toe taps. Opposite arm to knee to leg drop. 4, 3, stay strong in the middle. 2, work with the pelvic floor. 1, lift head and shoulders, tummy still. Hover. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise to teasers, hold. 8, 7, 6, pull the tummies in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Here we go then, a little bit quicker now. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a full body stretch here. Going back to what we did in the warm-up, just interlink the fingers. So we've just that move when we did the IT band stretch. Just take that position with the arms and just take a really big stretch here. Arms just around the ears. Pull tummies in. Just give everything a little bit of a squeeze. Point toes. Big deep breath in. Breathe out. Let go of the fingers. Let the feet turn out. Just a bit of a relaxing couple of breaths. And then bending knees, neutral spine. Take a heel slide and then recenter. Bring the focus to the hips. So are the hips wiggling as you slide away? So then if you find pelvic floor, TVA, notice where the lower back is imprinting and down onto the mat. See if you can keep it all still. Options to add in, just hands behind ears and look towards the knees. Then again, with control, see if you can keep it all still, because you'll find the back again wants to kind of wiggle with this into the extensions. Options again for progressions, you tabletop that single leg stretch from here, and again we're thinking about this control, the imprint of that lower back as you work into your extension, and it's breathing out as you extend. You feel where you kind of, when you extend, the back wants to wiggle into that. You don't have to go so low to the ground either. You can work into a bit more of a lift in the extension if it feels like too much. 4 more. Staying really super still in the middle. Place the head down, hug knees into chest, then bring the arms down, extend both legs, double leg stretch. Hug knees to chest, take a little bit of a rock, and then extend. We're still imprinting, we're still going pelvic floor, TVA, lower back imprint. You feel happy with that and you want a little bit more. Hug knees into chest, then extend the arms almost to like a Y shape, a star shape, to those top 2 corners. So we're opening, there's a little bit of chest kind of stretch there, chest to shoulder. And it's breathing out into that extension, breathing in into the little bit of a rock, hug knees to chest. 2 more. Keep imprinting, spine down onto mat. Release, bend the knees, take the feet as wide as your mat. And then arms out to the sides. And breathing out, just let both knees drop across to one side. And because you've got this wide position with the feet, you'll just find a few more stretches there around the hips, but also a little bit of a bigger stretch for the lower back as you drop across. Also, you've got your chest stretch. You could look in the other direction for the neck work, neck release. And just move through. So breathing in center, breathing out over the other side. And we can go back to that breath practice where we breathe in, and in. So really think about inflating the lungs and then out, out, out. And you really find the softening in the stretch in the out part. Should we just work 2 more of these? And then come to center. Take your long band for a hamstring stretch. But if you can, see if you can place your foot in the long side of it. So there's your band. So place your foot into the long side of the band. Looks good like that. Yeah. Bit of a fiddly one to get into, but we're going to take a hamstring stretch. So extend that leg, push at the back of the knee like we normally do, to find particularly the central hamstring part. Watch the spare knee, doesn't turn out to the side, because obviously it does that often to just help with the lower kind of release with the back. So we'll just take a moment for the hamstrings. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed and the head relaxed so we're not compromising all the posture work that we do. Obviously you can do this without the band as well. And then you work a point and a flex, and then it's really juicy on the calf muscles and the ankles. And also quite nice for the arch as well, underneath the foot for strengthening the arch. So you come down and then you point, working into that long length of the band. And you can almost feel it. I mean, I can feel this from the glutes, going all the way up the hamstring right out to the feet, which is a really good kind of nerve, kind of connection type exercise as well. Again, just try and keep shoulders relaxed. And then just take the foot to the side. So the inside of the bottom of the sole of the foot almost wants to point to the side, and then over to the other side. So this is for the ankle. Particularly good if you sort of run or walk on rough ground, this one. So you're just strengthening around the ankles. Try and keep the knees still. You also find it around the sort of shins and around the either side of the lower leg. Go really slowly into them. And if you've got hold of the band in one hand, just gently take that over to the side for an inner thigh stretch. So just allow the leg to drop to the side really slowly with control. We're not going to an uncomfortable stretch. It's not going all the way down to the floor. Just a little bit of there's 3 big hamstrings. This is the inside one that we're trying to just get into. Bring that up to centre, and then we'll switch legs. So it's just a bit of a fiddle getting the foot inside the long side of the band. Once you get into there, then you can take it up into your hamstring stretch, push right at the back of the knee. About 30 seconds just to find it here. Spare knee pointing up to the ceiling. Imprint lower back down. Shoulders relaxed. Just allowing the hamstring to go to its first reaction of like, oh, ding, to, oh, I'm going to relax. And then we can just work with the stretch. Think about the breath again. So again, you can work with your in, out, out, if that helps you. Just slow down the breath. And then just start playing with that again, that point to flex with the foot. And you can really feel kind of the ankle, a little bit work with the calf muscle. Again, you want to feel it from kind of all the way along that hamstring, really. That's about 3 more. Working with the point to flex really slowly into it as well. So slower the better, more control. Watch the spare knee doesn't turn out. Then you can go inside and outside with the foot. So just kind of working with all those muscles around the ankle. And then holding the band with one hand, just allowing that leg to go out to the side for your inner hamstring, inner thigh stretch with control. I've got a wall in the way, but it's fine. I can still feel a little bit of a stretch. Still imprinting with lower back here. One more deep breath. And then releasing from there, put the band aside, hug knees into chest. So if you can rock yourself up, we'll take a hover. A little bit of core work here, so hover, hold on to shins, rock back. Come back up to your hover. C-shaped lower back down. It's almost like a reset here for the spine. Couple more. Just one more. Staying nice and tight in a ball. And rock back coming up. So, I'm aware of the time a little bit. I'm aware, what did I have planned? A roll down. We've done teasers already though, haven't we? So a couple of times. So I think I'll bring it into a spine twist and we'll finish, I think. Palms together, shoulders down and back, and you can really work at pressing palms together if it helps you just to stabilise shoulders in position. Breathing in, get tall, and breathing out, ever so slight twist. Doesn't have to be very far around to get the muscles either side of the spine. Centering, breathing in, breathing out of the side. Okay, keep working through. Length at the back of the neck. Notice if any shoulders dipping. Sometimes it's the pressing the palms together is quite good to stop the shoulders dipping. If it starts to dip, maybe don't go so far around. 2 more. Just looking across to the spare knees each time. Coming to centre, a bit of a shake on the shoulders, or a roll. Namaste, thank you very much.